Ladies and gentlemen, how can you keep falling for this same trick over and over again? $1,000 I'll give to one of these single mothers if I can reach 1 million subscribers within a designated amount of time. So this makes people scary around trying to get people to become subscribers because they want to see this man give away $1,000. Now, let's just say that he met this goal. How would you know that he actually gave away the $1,000? Where he just announced it on a fucking video and say it was Shaquita Jones that I gave it to, and not have any video footage proof, any kind of fucking evidence, tangible evidence that he actually gave $1,000 to one of these so-called deserving mothers that just happens to be single and raising kids and doing the right thing, but she needs to have a little help along the way? And even if he did show evidence, how would we know that that's not his fucking cousin that he paid $100 to just to play this thing through so it could look legitimate? These are the things that you should be thinking about, because these are things that actually go on. These are things that actually happen. I know you don't want to hear it. I know that you don't want me talking about your precious young Pharaoh, because you want to believe that this man is completely different from anyone else that's on YouTube. A lot of people try to pin these same things on me that I know that is facts about the people that I talk about. But it doesn't work because I don't actually do it. You don't have proof. And I know it stinks for you. I know it does, because you have nothing against me. And you want something so bad, because I've exposed so many people. And not the fact that I'm just creating these videos, but it's facts that I'm giving the people. I use their own material against them. So you can't say I made it up and, oh man, that nigga's lying. No, I got it directly from the horse's mouth. Directly from the person that I'm talking about in each and every one of these videos. Young Pharaoh, you are a con artist. No doubt. You witnessed several people before you even decided to start creating channels, before you created your own personal channel. You witnessed people doing it before you. And what attracted you to this in the first place was the money, brother. You couldn't believe how much money these niggas was actually raking in for doing nothing but talking about this and talking about that and mentioning everything that just happened to be currently in the mainstream media. And you just changed one or two things up that they don't do to attract people to your channel because you were new. With the same cliche, I'm different. I'm not like everybody else. But now you're doing just exactly like everybody else that you used to witness. Because this is not the first time that I've heard this $1,000 giveaway if I can reach 1 million subscribers. For some reason, 1 million subs is the magic number, because they think that this is going to bring them $1 million for some reason. I don't know how they could even begin to believe this, because it's not true. YouTube is owned by Google. Research some of the business practices that they have committed in the past. I'm telling you, they are very shrewd. They are the most greedy company that I've came across in a long time. And they have several companies with different names that they currently own. And I'm telling you, they don't consider you or anybody else that signs up for Google AdSense as a fucking business partner. You have no rights. If you read the rules and regulations, they can terminate you at will for any reason. Just because they feel like it, they can fucking let you go. Listen, you have no rights. You can't do anything about it. You can't fucking change the outcome. You can't hire a fucking lawyer and say, hey, listen, I can't believe they did me like this, and now I ain't making no money, so I want you to fight for me so that I can rejoin so I can start making money again. It's to their discretion whether or not they allow you to even make this little fucking chicken feed pocket change that you call fucking money. That's not money. The money that they make, that's money. Now that's some money. But you don't bother looking into just how much money that they make. Now, another thing. Didn't you notice that they don't give you any kind of pay table concerning this so-called business opportunity? You don't know the pay scale. You don't even know how much you're going to make every month. You count up how many people that you have actually watching these videos. They don't go by that. I told you exactly what they go by. They don't go by the subscribers. They don't go by 1 million subs. They go by how many people actually watch the ads in its entirety. And then they cheat you even still. They don't give you every penny earned, okay? They just absolutely don't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they know when some of you is trying to beat the system, trying to cheat the system. Don't think that they don't monitor your videos and exactly what you do. They know exactly what you're up to. Google has been having a lot of meetings lately. Don't ask me how I know, but I know this is guaranteed. And I'm telling you, AdSense is on its way out. So what does this mean? The people that you support, they're going to let all this fall on your hands. They're going to be begging you like they have never begged before. They're going to be asking you to give them the equivalent to what they were getting when AdSense was still functional. And some of them, they're already begging the people because AdSense took that little small hit. For many, it was huge. For some, it was small. But I'm telling you, for me, it was the warning, letting everybody know that pretty soon this thing is going all the way out. It's nothing personal, it's business. They can make more money having celebrities allow these ads to be played on their material. You can't generate enough people to actually watch the fucking ads. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 million people. If you only have 100 people that's willing to actually watch the ads in its entirety, then that's how much money you're going to collect. Going back to the pay table, have you even requested information from Google as to what the pay table is? I mean, am I making a certain percentage per subscriber? Am I making a certain percentage per view? I mean, what is it? Nobody knows. And it's ironic that they have never told anyone. I've researched this, and it's not even on the internet. There are theories. There are people that actually think that they know how this works, but they don't. They don't know how it works. And you will never know how it works. But again, the rules and regulations state they can run this how they want to. You don't have to be a part of it. You accepted this when you signed up for it. Except the majority of you didn't read the fine print. And it's going to come back to bite you in the ass later on. I feel sorry for so many of you because you depend on AdSense and you depend on these people to take care of you. Because you witness others accomplishing some of the same things that you're doing now, but on a much larger scale. But guess what? You won't be able to copy that. I can guarantee you. Young Pharaoh, if I were you, I would start where I was ahead. This is going to be the thing that destroys you. I'm telling you. People are already backing away from you now. You made the worst mistake of your life. You got a little bit too cocky because, you have a lot of people that you were able to sway in listening to you. So now you think, okay, now it's time to come out strong, asking for money, begging for money, because now, they won't think that I'm a swindler because, hey, I had to build up to this. I didn't start out the gate begging for money. Doesn't matter. They still think that you are a swindler. $1,000 to a single mother that could be your fucking cousin, if you even show any tangible evidence that you actually are going to give it away. And not just 1 month, every month. Nigga, first of all, you're not going to reach 1 million subscribers because YouTube, Google, they're not going to allow you to reach that. Even if you could, even if by some chance that you could, they're not going to allow you to do it. And you want to know why? Research the business practices of Google. And that will tell you everything that you need to know. Sometimes you got to do a little homework yourself. I can't give you everything. I mean, it's good to find things on your own and then share it with the masses. Because this is what you should be doing on a daily basis. Learning. You should learn something every day. That old saying never goes out of style. You should learn something every single fucking day. If you haven't learned anything every day, something is wrong. You have wasted your fucking time. You're just living to breathe fucking air, and that's it. You have no purpose whatsoever but to breathe air and share space. That's it. Hate to break it to you, but that's it. That's kind of miserable to me. You know? It's kind of wasteful to me. Many of you have so many talents that you won't use. Either you are afraid or you just don't give a fuck. When it comes to sharing information, when it comes to finding information, when it comes to letting people know, being warned about people like young Pharaoh. We need more people that's willing to stand up and say, you know what, that's wrong. What he is doing, or rather what he is trying to do, that's wrong. That's wrong on so many levels. This man wants money now. He has witnessed so many others that were able to collect so much money, and now he's ready to do the same thing. He is no different from Tommy Sotomayor, whom he pretended to be against. Notice how when they want to build up, they start out the gate talking about Tommy Sotomayor or someone that has equal fame on YouTube to build up and generate their audience. And it never fails. After a short period of time, they start begging for money. They start doing exactly like the person whom they claim to be against, who they have accused of all the same things that they are now currently doing. Just like Hassan Campbell, pretending to be against Tommy Sotomayor. I remember the exact date, time that he called Tommy out for begging people to hit the like button and begging for money. And now he's doing the same exact thing. See, he thought people forgotten about that. He thought that they just, it would just go over their heads and they would do exactly what he wanted them to do. People are backing up now because they realize, you know what? This is a fake, wannabe, conscious prick that's trying to fucking fool the masses. He wants money, just like anybody else. He wants money, just like anybody else. He could give a fuck about what's going on out here. He uses what's going on out here to lure the people to his channel. Because without the audience, you can't generate money from AdSense in the first place. You need the audience. So how do you get an audience to your channel? Talking about Tommy Sotomayor for one, or somebody that's equally famous on YouTube, someone who's equally controversial like Tommy Sotomayor. Start with that, then start talking about some other YouTubers here and there, and then start saying things like, I would never do that. I'm not like that. Then you build up an audience. Then after a little time goes by, you start begging for money. And they consider you already as a person that's different from the rest. So they won't have a second thought when you start begging for money. Notice how every last one of these clowns do exactly like I just described. See, they hate me, man, because I use their own material against them. I use their own words against them. They can't stand it. They can't call me a liar. So what do? They don't bother with me at all. They would rather create a fake account and say what they got to say inside the comment section. I know it's them. When you write things in the comment section, like, well, you supposedly are talking about the person that you support. But when that person is you use words like I instead of he or she. I mean, that's quite obvious. It's you, okay, with a fake account. And you're angry because these videos are facts, true information. And you're angry because I don't monetize. I don't beg for money. But instead, I warn people about people that do. Anybody who monetizes, I don't care who it is, listen, their goal is to make money. Because the last action that they perform after they have uploaded that particular video onto YouTube's platform is what? Monetize it. There is no auto monetize. So don't be fooled, because Tariq Nasheed tried to fool the people into believing that he didn't care about AdSense, He tried to convince them that, hey, I didn't even know I had money in my AdSense account. Listen, nigga, there is no auto monetize. You have to monetize each and every video after you upload it on YouTube's platform. So it's the last thing that you think about. So you didn't forget about it. You knew exactly how much money you had. And exactly what do you mean by you didn't know it was $10,000 inside your account? They send out a certain amount that you have requested to receive every month. It doesn't build up. It doesn't build up. They send it out on the 15th of each month. Okay? So you get a check every month. So how could you have forgotten about this AdSense thing? So let's just say he did. And then this AdSense check just happened to be in his fucking mailbox. Then he would have thought about it. Oh, yeah, I got an AdSense account. Here go $500. Here go $1,000. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. If you're going to lie, think about the lie first. Make sure you have covered every possible angle, end, so at least it sounds exactly like the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, it's up to you. What would you do if you knew that someone was trying to con your loved ones, set up your fucking friends, people that you love, and you knew that this was a con, and you knew that this shit wasn't right? You would warn them. You understand? You wouldn't hesitate. You would warn them, and you would hope that they would believe you so they could avoid being ripped off. This man wants to collect money. He wants 1 million subscribers because he thinks that equals $1 million. He's trying to reach that goal. But guess what? You will never reach that goal because, number one, YouTube isn't a fan of yours anyway. I mean, you're on that list of domestic terrorists. You will be arrested soon. If I were you, I wouldn't be worried about fucking money and 1 million subscribers because you'll never reach it. I would be worried, when are they coming to arrest my ass? Because they're going to use your own material against you. I'm telling you, they're coming. And this ain't no black and white thing, so don't run to my fucking comment section talking about, you don't talk to white people like that. Yes, I do. Lisa Haven, Richie from Boston, A Call for an Uprising, Truth Unveiled 777, Dabu 777, and 1,000 more that's out there. Pockets of the fucking future. The list goes on and on and on. This ain't no black and white thing. This is a fucking green thing. This is a money thing. You motherfuckers are desperate and you want to get money from these people out here. And you have been fooling them for years, but guess what? It's coming to an end. By God, it's coming to an end.